The Committee for Economic Development is the public policy center of the Conference Board. Since its founding, CED has harnessed the power of business leadership to solve the nation's most pressing economic and social issues. As a nonpartisan business-led organization, CED delivers well-researched analysis and reasoned solutions in the nation's interests that offer equal opportunity to all Americans, that impact our workplaces, communities, and government.
CED is a beacon of light. It allows us, through inspirational voices of each other, other trustees, to learn from each other, to build on that and not to give up hope, and instead continue to innovate for a better tomorrow.
CED formed amid the height of the Second World War to help transition the nation from a wartime to a peacetime economy. Then, CED helped plot a course for prosperity in the post-war years. It helped shape the Marshall Plan that rebuilt Europe and helped establish a stable global financial system with the Bretton Woods Agreement. Not since then have those issues borne such consequences as they do today. As the nation continues to battle disruptions of global proportion to the economy, a war in Eastern Europe, and the aftermath of a worldwide pandemic and escalations within the Israel-Hamas war, CED is determined in its efforts to help chart a bipartisan path forward to a more prosperous, just, and peaceful society.
Within the context in which we're operating today, with conflict, polarization, geopolitical turmoil, lack of unified leadership, it is critical for business leaders to come together and bring a reasonable, nonpartisan, fact-based voice to the direction of this country. We must come together to provide stability and thoughtfulness as we move forward.
Through its history, CED's work has been guided by the core principle of making capitalism sustainable for generations through sustained economic growth, prosperity, and equal opportunity for all Americans. Comprised of chief executive officers, board directors, and key executives of leading U.S. companies, CED lends its voice to help shape economic policies that include efficient fiscal and regulatory policy, competitive and open markets, modernized infrastructure, accessible healthcare, a globally competitive workforce, education reform, and sustaining our democratic institutions.
CED is actually amazing at taking these very complex problems and issues and cutting it through to simple but not simplistic answers. The truth is, these are hard problems, and the solutions, although are difficult to achieve, are not that complicated. So I view one of CED's greatest strengths as simplifying, clarifying, and making actionable the real problems of today. Looking into the future, the way I see it, things are going to be more complex. There's going to be more challenges, and that makes the importance of CED even greater.
CED has helped the business and policy communities navigate through unprecedented challenges that threaten our collective future. Now, as the nation weathers the fallout from recession, pandemic, and war, one thing remains clear. We must continue to provide leadership in challenging times in order to lay the groundwork for a brighter, more just, and more prosperous nation, and a rule-based international world order.